Welcome to Two Guys, Three Crowns, the podcast that talks about what it's really like to live in Stockholm, Sweden. I'm Sean, and with my fellow American Rodney, we break down the good, the bad, and the just plain weird. It's quite the journey, so join us for the ride.
I want my baby back, 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 baby back. Chili's baby back ribs, want my baby back. Chili's baby back ribs, barbecue sauce.
Wow.
Throwback, baby.
Oh my goodness.
It's totally unrelated to anything going on in my life, but it's one of those things that just got up in there in the brain, and I was like, ooh, baby back, baby back, baby back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hey, speaking of food.
Good segue.
Speaking of food, so we're getting all prepared for the trip, right? So we leave early.
Excursion.
Yeah, we leave early tomorrow morning, but we had dinner this evening. Veronica, Noel was here. We just had a nice little Sunday dinner. So we did pasta and like a meat sauce, but what I did was I made garlic bread.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, but like what you get in the store, no?
No. So I got a baguette, and then I made the garlic spread with fresh garlic.
Oh.
Yeah, fresh garlic and butter, and then parsley, and then a little bit of Parmesan on it.
You're killing me.
Yeah, and then a couple taps of why did I lose it? The red paprika. just a little bit to add color.
Oh, getting a little spicy.
And I mean, we don't have it very often, but I remember growing up that was one of the things that was kind of like a special, we like garlic bread. But we ate dinner about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah.
Hey, that garlic bread the garlic is still singing to me, like loud and clear.
Well, at least everyone had some garlic bread, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be the person in that house who didn't have the garlic bread.
Hey,
because then you're just bombarded. But once you get in that pool, everyone's equal. Then it's like fine. But if you're that odd man out,
Hey, it is so strong and pungent, though, that I actually went and brushed my teeth before recording this podcast. I was like,
your mic is going to smell like garlic.
I was just thinking it was like this, it was so distracting. But anyway, it was delicious. And again, we don't have it very often, but when we do, man, it was.
I mean, you're singing my song there. Some homemade garlic bread.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong, I don't think.
No. Haircut.
It's that time of year.
You gotta tell me. You gotta give me the
back to school season.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been trying to grow out Dylan's hair to give him like long, luscious mane, locks of hair and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it was getting to the point like it goes through weird stages where like for a couple weeks you're like, oh my God, we got to get this kid a haircut.
Right.
And then like 2 days later, it like finds its next stage. And you're like, okay, it looks pretty good right now. Actually, it's going all right. But then Renata was saying, yeah, but we've been on vacation, the summer holiday break. Right. Guaranteed all those other Swedish parents are getting their kids' haircut for the first day back at school.
Yeah.
Which is this week.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't care what the other parents do or think. But then I'm like, it is kind of crazy. Like he was getting hot behind the back, in the back of the ears and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, yeah, we can get a nice trim up. So Renata takes him down the street to the local frisör.
Ooh, frisör.
The barbershop.
Yeah.
And it's specifically the one that's ready for kids, right? Young kids. So they've got two red, look like Audi R8 knockoffs.
Okay.
That's where the kids sit. So it's like the little stool and then like this car thing built around it to kind of try and keep them occupied. But apparently this one wasn't having it. As soon as they put the little bib on, he was screaming and kicking and trying to
Ooh.
get out. And then when the buzzer comes out, that's a whole nother level of, oh my God, someone's abducting me. And like, you know, that pitch that they hit.
Yeah.
Where it's like, they're trying to kill me here. They're abusing me. And you're just like, shut up, change. Like, bring it down half a level. I don't need that much drama.
Right.
People are looking and staring.
Yeah.
No, that woman's getting out her cell phone. Be quiet.
Right. Yeah.
But like he looks good. It looks great. He looks like he looks like a boy now. We were saying instead of a wild COVID man.
Okay.
Kanata got this great picture of him when he's sitting in the barber's chair.
Right.
With like it's a profile and it looks like he's got this curly mohawk going from like the mullet area all the way to the front.
Okay.
And it's like, yeah, that kid, he needed a haircut.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. Did you see any reaction on his face? Like, did he see the whole process?
When he got home in the beginning, like we have this large, probably like 6 feet tall, this mirror next to the door to like do the last check before you go outside.
Right.
And it's one of these that sits on the floor and then it rests against the wall. You have to like, bolt it into place though. But so he comes through the door and I'm like, Dylan, you got a haircut. And he's like, what? I'm like, look in the mirror right there. And he looks and he's like, what happened?
Right.
What happened up here?
Someone stole my...
No, it looks good. Like at first he was like scared. He's like, no, oh, my hair. But now he likes it. Now it's much cooler, you know, get some airflow back there. But yeah. I mean, it'll grow back. So we're all good. And at least now he's presentable. We can get him to that stage again in the winter and then it'll work because it'll be insulating. And yeah, but not even the hats weren't even containing the sides anymore. The sides were just... It was the lion's mane.
They were just doing their own. They were just doing their own thing. But I'm trying to think back. I know that we have pictures, or I took pictures of like Adrian's first haircut and Veronica's first haircut. But I can't really. I'm gonna need to go back and take a look. I mean that's a long time ago now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Adrian was so blonde when he was little that
really,
he was so blonde that he looked like he didn't have any hair.
Wow.
For like a long time, you know, and it got to that. I was like, hey, Lena, what's up? Is he going to get any hair at all? Do I have to start like pulling hair out, or is it like a Rogaine situation?
For babies. Yeah. Dylan's always had hair since he got popped out.
Yeah.
Like it's like people were saying, oh, that hair, he's going to lose that hair. And then like some blonder hair might come in. No, he's had it the whole time. And he's gone through the whole phases of like, I guess the scalp moves back or something. So he's had these, he used to have like these lines of where the hair was growing in.
Right.
And then now it's finally evened out and all that stuff. But yeah. I mean, it's very hit or miss with the barber. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
Like sometimes he freaks out and other times he's like, what are you, my parents say it's okay for you to touch my head. I'm still skeptical. Yeah. And then like he's skeptical the whhole time, and the second you try and take him out of that car, that's when the drama happens.
That's when it happens.
Yeah.
Hey, but did they use scissors or like scissors and like both. A trimmer? Okay, because I could kind of see, we're so used to getting our hair cut now, right? But I could just imagine being that little and somebody coming with that.
Well, and Dylan's in this phase right now too, where he's scared of that sound and flies, because where did we go for midsummer? We went out into the archipelago, right? And there was that farm.
That's right.
And a bee must have flown and like hit him in the ear or something like that. Didn't sting him at all, but like he's been traumatized ever since that.
Okay.
Of like anything going bzzz or like flying into his view. And, so when you're staying in Switzerland,
right?
Stop saying Sweden.
Yeah.
The Airbnb host, like she rented out her second floor, like her whole second floor, like 150 square meters, huge.
Right.
Well, for us, huge.
Yeah.
And she had like they're very strict about kind of here you have to throw out the metal in this can and the plastic over here and all that. And then she was also composting.
Right.
So she had plants everywhere. It's kind of like Harry Potter with all the plants and flowers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And she had these big, huge composting bins. But of course, what does that attract? flies.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there were always like house flies. I
Yeah.
kept trying to teach him. I'm like, Dylan, just shoo them away. They'll just leave. But every time I was like, ah! Like, oh, Jesus. And then what do flies attract, right?
Yeah.
Spiders.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them were harmless, but there was one that I had to kill that was kind of
Well.
probably some kind of recluse. And you're just like, oh, God. And it was in the bathroom. It crawled out from under my towel. So I went in the shower.
Stop
and
it.
there's no amount
Stop
of showering that can get that creepy feel off of you. You know
Stop
what I mean?
it.
It's like when you find a tick on yourself
Oh.
after hiking in the woods. Then you're just covered in ticks. You have the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had something land on my arm in the middle of the night, like three or four nights ago. I was laying, and then I felt the pressure of something like landing on my arm.
Oh, God.
And I reached over, and whatever it was, I like grabbed it between my thumb and my index finger, and then I felt like a little pop. It took me like 45 minutes to get back to sleep, because I reached over, tried to get my iPhone to put the light on to see what the heck it was that it was.
Oh, God. And then it's already lost into the sheets, so then it's in there with you.
Yeah.
It's like, God.
No. Yeah, that took
And then
a
next
while.
thing you know, you got the clock staring at you. You have 3 hours left to sleep. God
Yeah.
damn it. Hurry up and
Yeah.
sleep. Hurry up.
Hey, how are you like with bugs and insects? Like just
I don't like spiders,
okay.
but otherwise I'm fine. Like,
Okay.
yeah, bees, I'm fine. Like, even if
Okay.
they land on me, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, growing up in the woods in Maryland,
That's right.
we had like the basement. My mom would like do canned vegetables,
Right.
like canned tomatoes and all that kind of thing. So you would pull one off the shelf in wintertime,
Oh.
and there's a big old wood spider
Oh,
staring you in the face all of a sudden, like a small tarantula, like hairy, dark, like gross.
right.
And they were everywhere. So
Yeah.
ever since then, the little garden spiders that are on my plants outside right now, it's fine. They're eating aphids. I don't bother them.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a spider that doesn't make a web, you're dead.
Okay.
You know, it's, yeah.
you're
And
not-
once you get past a certain size, if I see you, you're dead.
Yeah. Yeah. If I can put a leash on it, nah, it's gone.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Hey, I found a few of those when I was replacing the floor out on the patio.
that's right.
The nest.
Yeah, I'm not a really big bug fan. I've always been. I mean, like mosquitoes, and well, because they're mosquitoes. But like little creepy crawly stuff. I'm just not really that good with that. But being in Sweden, with the seasonal changes, because you definitely notice. I mean, during the summer, of course, everything is alive, so you got bugs, you got flies, you got, and you almost start, they kind of stand out, as we move from winter and as things start, there's like a little fly, or all of a sudden you see a butterfly, or, things. But during the winter, man, there is not a whole lot happening outside. I mean, there's no, that's one of the big...
I mean, that's the only redeeming quality of Swedish winter is
Yeah.
I've got these fruit flies in the house that refuse to leave. I swear I've killed the same 5 over and over again. And they hang out in the drain of the sink.
Yeah.
It's like some coffee ground is stuck down in there somewhere. Like I pour bleach in there every now and then, but like it ain't working. They're like, no, we like it here. We like your place. It's quite nice. We're going to chill. We're gonna just put on the Netflix. We'll be all right.
You're right.
But I'm like, man, if you didn't feel it this morning, it's coming for you. And in a few weeks, y'all are dead. You can join the big ass spider outside. He's
Exactly.
dead too.
Yeah. Fruit flies. Now those are just more of an irritant, than anything else. Hey, and I don't know why I thought about with the from the composting. We went to we were at ICA shopping last week.
Yeah. I already like the start. We're shopping in ICA.
Last week, and I was going to do that corned beef hash that I make with like with boiled potatoes. But the potatoes that they have in those big boxes, You know, like they have these huge boxes of
Yeah,
potatoes.
not the ones that are pre-bagged, like the normal potatoes. Like the only
Exactly.
thing approaching a baked potato size.
Right, right.
Because
But
they claim they have all these potatoes, but they're all the same thing.
yeah, but the potatoes at the store were horrible that day. I don't know. I don't know why. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and we don't usually buy bagged, you know, the plastic bagged potatoes. You know, on occasion, you know, we'll do it. But there was a couple of bags of these fantastic looking potatoes, and I was like, okay, these are gonna be awesome.
Small
So
and good, delicatessen. What kind of potatoes are we talking?
they're beautiful, like potato contest winning potatoes. I mean,
But like the mini ones, the mini.
no,
like,
these
new
were
potatoes.
these were kind of like a smaller baked potato size almost. Like
Okay.
yeah. So I mean,
Nice.
but really nice, clean. You know, skin, beautiful skin.
Okay.
So I'm thinking these have potential. Got them home, made a big batch of corned beef hash and some other stuff with the potatoes. And then when the bag was empty, we're throwing it away. And as Lena is putting it in the recycling, she looks on the bag and it says Egypt.
Egypt.
Yes.
Egypt has potatoes?
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm sitting, I mean, first I had kind of this. First, I got a little freaked out because I'm thinking, okay, the carbon footprint police, the carbon
Hey,
footprint
they've
police.
made it
are
in the
gonna-
country somehow, so they've paid off somebody.
But that's one of those things that just caught me so off guard that Egyptian potatoes. And I went in and I Googled it. I put in Egypt and I put in potatoes, and it's like this. It's a big industry. Like they
Really?
yeah, and they export to all these different countries. But who knew?
That's wild. Egyptian potatoes in Sweden. Thanks, Sweden.
Egyptian potatoes. Well, because occasionally, like some of the fruit, you know, is coming from Chile or, you know, from.
Well, we're used to that being Americans. Everything coming, especially in Miami, everything comes from South America or California.
Right.
And it has about the same carbon footprint. Everything gets flown on the plane. So it's about the same amount of hours, too.
Exactly. Yeah. Egyptian potatoes, though. Yeah, that was a new one. That was a new one.
Potatoes.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always disappointed. You got to be real careful in Sweden, I find, when you're getting grapes. And in this house, I got a machine that's asleep right now
Yeah.
that can go through a pack of grapes in about 4 days. But sometimes, especially the red ones, I find, it looks like you're picking through, you find a nice, like they're all nice and plump, and they all look like they got a good color, and you're like, all right. You get home, you open it up, you take the first little bunch off the top,
Right.
and there's this like weird spiderweb mold looking stuff everywhere.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. If you're not careful, you'll find it like all the time. It's some mold that grows on the grapes, I guess, like in between the grapes, and like so. I don't know. Gotta be careful. And it's like I just bought it 2 minutes ago in the grocery store, and it's already gone bad.
Between the store and like getting it to the fridge, so he should have been faster. He should have been faster.
Should have been faster.
I have I guess it wouldn't be a tip, but I have like an anti-tip.
Oh, I know where we're going.
Okay, we haven't touched on movies or TV shows in quite a while, but
when you sent this through
Yeah.
in the outline
Yeah.
before recording, it went Netflix, thumbs down. Garlic bread, Egyptian potatoes. I'm like, this is going to be an amazing episode. I must know more.
if we can segue between those items. So there was a little bit of hype going on about a movie that they released on Netflix called Beckett.
Beckett.
Yes. And now I didn't even write down the actor's name.
The people at home can Google it.
Yeah, everybody can look it up. But Beckett. But yeah, I was pretty excited. You know, it's a new movie. And
Oh, wait a minute. Isn't this the one with it's with Denzel Washington's son, right? The guy who's in Tenet.
exactly. And a Swedish actress. The one that was
Okay.
the new Laura Croft.
Yes. Yeah.
But anyway, so there's a lot of hype around the movie. It's something new. It pops up on Netflix. It's like, oh, new movie. And I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. Because Lena had just asked me 10 minutes earlier. She was like, do you think you can find a movie
And I'm like, yeah, of course I can. Of course I can. So we went ahead and decided to watch this Beckett movie. Now, granted, it takes place in Greece. And
Okay.
I believe that a lot of the movie, it wasn't like an American movie, like filmed in Greece. It was actually like Greek production.
Like spaghetti
Yes.
western kind of thing.
Pretty much like that.
Okay.
Pretty much like that. But yeah, I unfortunately I can't really I can't really recommend.
What's the premise? What's the idea of the movie?
Well, I'm not gonna
Grease?
I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody. But yeah, no, it was, and then we got into that unfortunate situation where you're an hour into a movie, and yeah, I mean, you're pretty much in it to win it.
You're like hate watching it now?
Then you got to watch it. Then you're like, we're already 1 hour vested. We need to see this. Yeah, we need to see this through.
But it's not one of those Netflix ones where you get an hour into it and then you can tell that the director and editor has changed, right?
No, it was.
Because I've been through a few of those recently.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is, in the beginning, everything is so. They don't really build up characters, or they don't really give you a lot of information. And I'm thinking, okay, this is either going to be really, really, really good, but it just didn't make sense. It just didn't. They were like, hey, yeah.
The thing I find with that actor now, I'm going to have to Google his name. Denzel Washington's son.
Yeah.
It's like you don't realize it's his son until all of a sudden he says one of his lines and it sounds exactly like Denzel Washington. And you're like, he sounds exactly like Denzel Washington. Everything about it. You just like put back to Remember the Titans. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute. I'm not watching that movie.
Right.
That's a good movie. I should go watch that movie.
Yeah. But that one is unfortunately anyway. I it had a lot of potential.
Don't watch it.
Yeah, yeah. There's other stuff. There's got to be other stuff. It's like, well, we'll watch Born Again or something.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of cool reviews, why? What? I come back from Switzerland. And it's cold here. What happened? Someone turned off the heat, man.
Hey, summer is gone.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
It's still August.
Nope.
Fall does not start until September.
Nope, summer's gone.
No, I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. It was a beep boop goodbye. It was just.
And this week it's supposed to be like rainy and chilly, and then like the following week, which we're already at end of August at that point. Then it's back to normal, like sun, but high of 20 Celsius.
Sure.
Which is probably what the average for that time of year is, but it's like cutting off, it's shortchanging us of the last couple of weeks we have of winter and giving us clouds. There is plenty of time for clouds. That's what November is for.
Yeah.
Get your clouds out of my August.
Cold, rain. Did I tell you I'm going hiking?
Yeah, but you have all the Gucci hiking gear. Your feet should be
but we were looking today. I think it was like 17 degrees Celsius down here. It was like 17 or 18.
It wasn't balmy.
Hey, do you know what it is up there where we're headed? 6 degrees.
Negative, right?
6 degrees.
6 as a high, right?
Yeah, 6. That's 40. That's 42 Fahrenheit for.
Are you sleeping in a tent or are you sleeping in accommodations?
No, we have accommodations.
Okay, that's good at least.
Yeah, but
because it's like no amount of technology in the world has still solved the problem of sleeping overnight in a tent. Like you can try an air mattress, but everyone knows that you're going to be on the ground when you wake up in the morning, and somehow it's going to be cold and you're going to be wet.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Like your once waterproof tent has leaked like through the floor. You're like, why did I buy all of this stuff?
That's like the old tents. Like they said, whatever you do, don't touch it, because once you touch it, that's where it starts leaking. Like the water.
Why does it exist then?
Why do you?
It's defeating its own purpose.
Yeah. Hey, but we're packed for I mean, we have everything.
Loads of granola bars, I'm sure.
We got granola bars. We bought stuff to go ahead and make our own trail mix.
Wow.
So we're going to go ahead and
you're actually going to eat trail mix on a trail.
On a trail. How fantastic is that?
That's some proper use case right there.
Right. I'm going to have to film that. Well, I'm eating trail mix on a trail. Trail.
You're going to be like one of these Swedish people I always see in commercials on TV here.
Yeah.
Hiking through the woods, eating crunchy granola.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're going to have Birkenstocks with socks. You're going to like khaki everything. You're going to have that Subaru. I'm telling you.
Birkenstocks.
Here we go.
No, but we're looking forward to it. And I will try and post pictures if we do. There's supposed to be, I'm sure that they have Wi-Fi connection somewhere along the, I think that the accommodations has Wi-Fi.
Oh yeah, they'll have Wi-Fi. But yeah, you'll be out in the woods. There ain't going to be signal.
No.
Which is kind of nice. Fresh air, no signal.
Yeah.
But are you guys going, I imagine there's some kind of elevation, but it's not like mountain hiking, right?
Yeah. Ricola. No.
Okay, you have to do it. Do it for the gram.
Yeah. No, we it's, I think that there's a little bit of, of up and a little bit of down, but it's definitely not. We're in Åre, where they have like the ski slopes. Yeah, well then you're definitely going up, or going down, whichever.
Or rolling down very quickly.
Yeah, no, we're looking forward to it, and we are probably we're as ready as we can possibly be.
Love it. Yeah, our neighbors were telling us. First of all, don't let anyone know. We have neighbors that talk to us. No one tried to steal them.
Ooh.
But they were telling us they were headed up to Åre this week. And I'm like, guys, you're headed the wrong direction. Go down.
Go south.
Go south is where you want to go.
Go south, young man. Now that you mention it, we had new neighbors move in, I think it was like a day and a half, 2 days ago, a day ago.
Ooh, so they're clearly not talking to you yet.
Not
They've
yet.
already made a note of the weird guy in the neighborhood that keeps trying to make conversation. He's barbecuing in the rain. He's got like 18 different flags.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go knock on their door and ask them if they want some lasagna. Welcome to the
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Welcome to the neighborhood.
Let's get crazy. Let's free lasagna.
Yes, but yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I must say, pull it back to Switzerland one more time. We're at this like thermal bath with the salt spa and all that stuff. We were eating lunch, waiting for the food to come. Like it was like you go up, you order, and then like some of the stuff you can get right there on your tray and you go sit down, or sometimes they have to like actually cook it and then they bring it to you. Yeah. So we're waiting. Dylan's going crazy because it's past his normal lunchtime already and he's hungry. He's hangry.
Yeah.
And he's starting to, do his thing. And we're waiting at the table in this place. And we're like, no, Dylan, just calm down. Here, you want a pouch? You want an Ellis pouch? He's like, no. Like, oh, okay. Here we go. This is when you just like, you get into the parent Zen mode and you just ignore everything in the world until something can like settle this ravenous beast. Out of nowhere, the lady sitting at the table behind me, she comes over with like 5 French fries on a little plate. She's like, hey, this is for him if he wants.
What?
And I'm like, what is this?
Wow. Wait, where was that? This was in Switzerland.
Obviously.
Okay.
It wasn't in Sweden, but that's the point. And Nata and I both looked at each other like, did you just see that?
Yeah.
Did you just see what happened? They just we didn't even ask for them. And they just came over and gave the boy French fries.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you would have had your visa revoked and kicked out of the country if Migration Verket got a load of that in Sweden.
Hey, did you guys get selfies with them or anything? If you're like, come on.
Almost. We should have.
All right, everyone, that'll do it for this week's episode. As always, a very special thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out our Instagram for more Two Guys, Three Crowns goodness. You can also check out our YouTube channel for some behind-the-scenes action, and check out our merch store on our website. You'll find all sorts of cool stuff. And then catch us back here next week for more Two Guys, Three Crowns.